Okay. There. Oh, it's here. Or whatever. It's somewhere. You can vote from anywhere? We'll do that later. Anyway, let me unmute music. Anyway, I'm looking into Pure Essence right now. Specifically sources of it. And what I should go murder. Because I want to train room crafting. I want to get the ability to not have to worry about my bot. There's like no good way for me to get fucking essence, which is very, very frustrating. Like literally my best source is murdering Minotaurs in Stronghold for the 1 in 20 chance of 15, which is atrocious. I don't know where like any of these other things are. I mean, Essence Implings seem decent. 1 in 10 for 20 noted. But then I'd have to sit here and grind out over 50 Hunter. I don't know where Banshees are, let alone if I would even be able to kill them. Banshee requires 15 Slayer, so I can't even do it. This one. I need Pure Essence to get fucking Runecraft XP. And I need Runecraft XP so that I can even do the Guardians of the Rift minigame. Yeah, I need level 27 Runecraft. I have 21. I can go do that quest. But I don't have any fucking runes. Oh my god. And since I don't have runes, I'm gonna have to run over. So, enter the abyss. I could do this. In the wilderness. That sounds very stupid. The Eyes of Ghoulfire. Eyes of Ghoulfire. We have all the things. It's in the Tree Gnome Stronghold. We're just gonna go do Ascent of Arceus. Ascent of Arceus requires 1200. So we're not doing Ascent of Arceus. Actually, I started to go down here anyway. I can't even do the Temple of the Eye because that requires me to do the quest that's in the middle of the wilderness, and I'm not doing that. That's stupid. We're just not gonna do any of this, I guess. Yeah, no. Not gonna do any of those quests. I can get rune crafting XP by doing the Arceus library stuff. It seems better than literally not knowing where the fuck to go for some pure essence. That's what I'm gonna go do, I guess. While I'm there, I can remove all of this and drop it all. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Yeah, we've got the Lova Catcher. I still need to train my mining. I've not played this in a while. I barely managed to get the bond, as you can see. Which sucks. Because I wanted that money so that I could train my construction, and then yeah. I didn't get tired of the game, as I've said. I'm not gonna repeat it, whatever. But yesterday, I got really sick. And that's where I've Hi Jade, how are you? Yesterday I was really sick. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to first take off my gloves and my cape to then deposit and then take out the whole set, because fuck me. There. I'm gonna be doing the stupidest way of leveling up. Are you better now, though? Well, I currently don't feel like I'm about to pass out and like I'm about to puke at the same time, so... Did I hear right, or what? I don't know. I've not really been doing anything today. Not been doing anything recently. Water. I'm gonna be doing technically runecraft training, which it's not a good way to train runecraft, I guess, but hey, it's better than nothing. I do not know where in the world my I don't know where I would go to even grind out pure essence, so I'm just not going to. I'm gonna train my stuff in the library in Arceus. I need to hit level 27 runecraft, which requires me to get to what? I think it's only like an hour. It's not even an hour. It's like a quarter hour, maybe a bit longer. Okay, let's go around and collect all the books. I don't know what the dark manuscript thing is, but it's there, I guess. I still keep stressing out over the fucking sponsor bullshit. It's the sponsor ends like in 3 days. And literally nothing's happened with it. So I'm gonna get nothing out of having this fucking thing in the top left corner of my screen on my VODs. This evidently gives rune crafting experience when I hand these books to the people. How goes your stuff, whatever you've been up to? Most of what I've been doing recently was just sitting here doing Sudokus while listening to podcasts. I finished the hardest Sudoku that I could find in 6 minutes. That was pretty fun. Yeah, the new Minecraft update. It's gonna be cherry blossoms and pottery. Cherry trees and pottery. That's the entire thing. Yeah, I know what you mean by Minecraft. Oh wait, this guy's not one of the people. Congratulations, you've reached a total level of 1,100. I need to work on my resource pack for Minecraft some more. The issue is I keep putting it off and putting it off, and the longer that I put it off, the more work it's gonna be. Like, if I can just retexture all the current blocks, not all the current blocks, but all the major current blocks, basically the ores, grass, dirt, and all the different stones. And then the logs and leaves. That's it. There's no need for me to like retexture everything. But if I can get all of that out of the way, it's gonna save me so fucking much time. The issue with this fucking sponsorship is that I didn't fucking know that it was restricted to only people in the US until after I had accepted it. I didn't get fucking told that, hey, this is only available to your viewers that are based in the US. You know, that country where, like, none of your viewers are from. Makes it hard to do anything with it. There's a bunch of people in the US on the YouTube side of things, but the YouTube side of things is pretty fucking slow and dead. I mean, I get like a few things that like pop off every once in a while, but that's it. I would like to know that my shit's gonna be restricted to US only before I accept it. I can cancel it, but then I feel like I'm not gonna get any. Hi Prod, how are you? Sorry, I'm just sitting here bitching about the sponsor. Mostly about it not telling me that it's restricted to the US until after I accept it. Anyway, right now we're grinding rune crafting experience. Because, well, I don't know. Yeah, there's a level 23. Yeah, I don't know what to grind for pure essence, so I'm doing this since this seems to be good according to the wiki. I can't do the mini game. I'm not a high enough rune crafting level to do the mini game. You need to be level 27. I'm level 23. I was level 21 at the start of the stream. It's been 25 minutes, and it took me like 10 minutes to get here. Maybe 15, I don't remember. So I need to go there to grab that. I hate this central part. This central part sucks so much. But I have decided one thing. I've decided I'm just gonna forego my plans for fucking rune crafting. I might do them on a normal account if I ever make a standard account. But I need to get a better way of making money. If I don't get a better way of making money, it's gonna just be annoying. You need to do the quest, and you need level 27, I believe, to do the quest. If I go to Runecraft, and then I click on Guardians of the Rift, Guardians of the Rift requires you to do the Temple of the Eye quest, and that requires you to have level 27 Runecraft. And it requires me to do prerequisite quests. And the prerequisite quest, I don't know if you know this, but the prerequisite quest for Temple of the Eye is Enter the Abyss. And Enter the Abyss requires me to go into the middle of the wilderness, which is very annoying. Also, this is evidently, without stamina potions, this is evidently worth around 8,000 XP per hour. At my current level. And I only need like 3,000 or 4,000 XP total. Looks like the layout of the library has changed also, which is very annoying. Why does the layout of the library change? Whatever, I'm just gonna go over here and hope. I also need to level up my mining so that I can do Lovakenge and my smithing. I need to level up my mining and my smithing to like 57 so that I can level up Lovakenge without needing to touch the sulfur. I just put that into magic instead of rune crafting. That's me being stupid. Anyway, Pro, what are you up to? Damn. Now I have to actually go look for books again. Because the layout changed, and this guy wants a book that I don't have on me. I got lucky for a bit. I don't even know what book I'm looking for currently. There we go. Now we finally know the layout of the library currently. Still don't know what these dark manuscripts are. Oh my god, Treachery of Royalty. Hosidius Letter. Oh, fuck. The fact that those two are in there is very, very annoying. Hosidius Letter is literally one of the ones that people ask for a lot. I've noticed that it gets asked for a lot more than a lot of these. Same for the coronation speech over there. So if they're in annoying spots, it makes everything so much more difficult and annoying. Like, Hosidius Letter is in the worst spot here. It's not as bad as Treachery of Royalty, though. Treachery of Royalty is in the literal worst spot possible. And we got Winter Thought Parable. And a book that we actually need's over there in that corner somewhere. Hopefully it's not on the second floor or bottom floor. If it's on the bottom floor, I'm going to be very upset. Literally everything about the sponsor was pretty good until I realized that it was restricted to US only. Hi DGL, how are you? What are you up to? We're working on getting my rune crafting up right now, so that it's high enough for me to actually be able to do the mini game. What are these dark manuscripts? I still don't know what the hell these dark manuscripts are. Because, like, I click on dark manuscript ones and nothing happens. So I have no clue what they are. Are you serious? This guy wants the book the other guy just got. I'm only at 82 agility, and it feels like agility is going to be taking ages. I'm at 90. Yeah. I'm almost at 91. Yeah, 317,000 XP is not that far off. I think it's around halfway. But that's not far off when my main way of making money is through agility. I just want to work on getting this done. Because if I can get my rune crafting up to 27 so that I can do the thing, it's going to be so much easier. We're at 24. We need 27. 3 more levels. It's around 8,000 XP per hour doing this. Oh no, they wanted one from the 3rd floor. That's bad. Grab Killing of the King. Did you recolor your graceful? No. I was gonna recolor it to white, but as you can see, there's a big issue with that. The big issue is I need 57 smithing and mining. Are you serious? Did this guy just ask for the one book that's in like the 2nd worst spot in the entire building? Yeah, he wants those Sidious letter. I can at least grab the Treachery of Royalty while I'm over there. And I can grab Winter Thought Parable while I'm going to it. For what? What are we talking about? I need mining and smithing to do the armor stuff for Lovaken's favor. Because I can't do mining sulfur, that'll get me killed. I've done the safe spot method the exact same way everyone says to do it. It's literally done the exact same way. And it doesn't work. I almost fucking died every time that I've tried. So I'm not risking my fucking life to mine sulfur for like an hour. Taking damage is unavoidable. They say that you literally cannot die if you do that method. I came down to like 2 HP. Not 2 exactly, but I came down to really low fucking HP almost immediately doing the safe spot method. While I was wearing a gas mask and everything so that I took like half the damage. I'd rather, avoid the possibility of death if I can. So doing the smithing is fine. We're level 25, 2 more levels. Oh yeah, Ideology of Darkness is over there, so let's go grab that first. Killing of a King is right there. What minigame are you going for? What? I'm confused. Also, that Stream Elements bot will stop saying that in 3 days. We're going for the rune crafting minigame. I need to level up my rune crafting to be able to do the rune crafting minigame. You need 27 rune crafting to do the prerequisite quest. Give me the Winter Thought Parable. Still don't know what these dark manuscripts are. I want to get that Transvergence Theory book. Is there anything over there that I need? No. So I need to go down to the second floor of that section over there. Let's quickly go over here. There's nothing over there that I need, so I just go down. Are you not planning on doing Slayer for money? I'm planning on doing rune crafting for money. But I'm gonna have to do more agility for money because this bond is nowhere near long enough for me to get my rune crafting up to 77. Like, doing Slayer for money, I don't even know how the hell I would do Slayer for money. Just like, the reason why I'm doing this is simply because I don't know where the fuck I would go to grind out pure essence. So I'm doing this because I saw it on the wiki that it gave rune crafting experience, which I didn't remember that it did. We're getting there. He wanted a book right next to him. Let's go grab the replacement for it. High off drops, and with higher Slayer you get bosses. I've never fought a single boss in this game. You don't make money in Slayer until 80 to 90. I doubt that Slayer would be better money per hour than doing blood runes. I'm pretty sure it would be a hell of a lot more effort. About to hit 26, and then it's just one more level. One more level. One level of fucking Runecraft left. What book is this guy asking for? Actually, I think I know which book this is. I think it's the one over there. Is it not? I'm lost. Well, I'll just wander around gathering up all the books until I have them. Well, there's the book that he wanted, Soul Journey. I'm still missing a book. Now there's one more book somewhere. Could be the floor below me in this section. It could be the floor below me in the middle. I don't really know. Let's see, is it in here? It is. Okay. So now I've got all the books. Again. Should be pretty simple. Just turn in books. Hopefully they don't ask me to go find the most annoying book to get. 552 XP. Wait, does this mean that I'm just done here? No, it's 100 XP per. Okay. I forgot that my magic is astronomically higher. That's why my magic gets 600 XP. I need to turn in 2 books. Literally 2 books. Okay, level 27 now. That was the required level. If anyone is still here, I have a question. What is this quest called again? Enter the Abyss. Does Enter the Abyss take me back and forth into the wilderness, or do I only go there once? This might be the death of me. There's a chance. You have to get 64 thieving. Nay, do you know if I have to return to the wilderness? That guy's scary. I'm fucking terrified. I need to run there, talk to the guy to start the quest, run back. In fact, not even run back, just teleport to fucking Barak immediately. If I see anyone, run. Ah! There was a person with a skull. I got scared. I think I did it. Are you sure I won't die? Because I feel like I died. I may not be dead, but I feel like I died. Okay. Still fucking terrifying. Teleport via Albury. Okay. To Lumbridge to go this way. I don't know who that was skulled right under me, but I didn't like it. You know, Nay, if you go below the stream, you can buy better Pokeballs, and then you just do !! Poke Catch space, and then the type of Pokeball you want to throw, all in one word. So if it's an Ultra Ball, it's all one word. I'm pretty sure an Ultra Ball has like either a 60 or an 80% chance of catching. Okay, so now I have an Abyssal book. And I have a small pouch. Okay, so the next quest after this one is Temple of the Eye. I need a chisel and a bucket of water. Buy a single chisel, and then I need to buy a bucket. Okay. Ah, okay. Lumbridge. I finally get to do this quest from this person. The quests in this game would feel a lot better to play if one bond wasn't fucking 2 weeks long, which is not enough time for me to. It's barely enough time for me to re-earn it through an extremely annoying way. Them like 20 seconds that I was in the wilderness were the most stressful 20 seconds of this entire fucking game. What? I don't know what's in the abyss. Can I die here? Probably. That guy had a skull suddenly. I feel like I'm gonna die. I feel like I'm gonna fucking die. I hate it. No one can attack you in here. That does not make me feel any better when I see someone with a skull. Also, hi, Smith. I have no clue if I'm fine or not. I might still be sick. Testing new Guardians of the Rift. There's something different about Guardians of the Rift. I'm just trying to unlock it. As well, I'm gonna have to do it eventually. And this is the most stressful set of quests that I've ever done. Across literally any game. You see, I'd actually be reading everything here if I had more time in one bond. I just unlocked this bond, and I already know that I'm barely gonna have enough time to do what I want to do and earn the money for the next bond. Only using bonds is some sort of restriction? What? I'm confused. Asking if it's a financial thing or an account restriction. As you said, you had to rush to get the next bond. I'd have no good way of earning the gold in game to actually earn bonds. It takes around 6 days to earn one bond. That's enough to earn 2 bonds in one bond worth of time, yes. But it's the most annoying thing in the fucking world to sit there and do a goddamn agility pyramid for like 8+ hours a day. It's more around 10 if you're going for that. I don't have the money to actually buy bonds. 100% of my income comes from Twitch. And as you see, that's not much. The most I've ever earned off Twitch was $55. And I spent that all on my pair of glasses, so. So I'm wanting to rush to get 77 Rune Crash because I'm tired of doing Agility Pyramid. Well, you also don't accept bonds, because that seems like cheating. What? Okay, I'm somewhere. Sarah Doman be with you. So basically, it's partially a financial thing, but also being self-sufficient. And I guess since you won't accept them from others, it seems like a cheap and easy way out. Because I picked an Ultimate Iron Man for a reason. It's because people would just throw me fucking random bullshit. I don't want some random rich person to come into the stream and hand me 10 bonds and a twisted bow simply because they fucking can. There's a point in which I will take a bond. And that's if I can't manage to earn a bond. Because I'm not grinding free to play for a bond again. Well, normal Iron Man didn't seem like it'd be that fun. Having infinite storage space. Wow, they were weak. They died to 44 damage. I already have a chisel and a pickaxe. Well, they're wearing level 1 robes. See bonds, not as a game thing. It's nice to play OSRS, but I get the point. So, personally, this game's free. You can play this game for free, correct? It is a thing that you can do. The issue is that of I don't have money to actually get bonds, obviously, I've said this. But if this game wasn't free and still had this bond system, I would not play it. OSRS is a game that you get for free, but there's a subscription service to play the game. That is fine. If the game was paid and I had to pay $60 to get this fucking game, and then on top of that I would have to get a bond every 14 days, I would be very fucking annoyed and never play this. I personally am not a fan of MMOs that take that approach, where it's both paid and then you have to also have the subscription. I find that to be extremely stupid. I feel like it should be one or the other. This one has chosen one. It didn't choose the other, and it's not trying to do both. What is the best way to monetize? Subscription. Subscription service is the best way to monetize an MMO, period. Because if you sell the game and don't have a subscription, then, well, you're kind of fucked. Because once all the players in your game bought it, and your game's like hype slows the fuck down, you're not gonna get 100,000 people buying your game to keep your game up and alive. Is a free-to-play a way to experience the game without paying for it? Then, if you want to play more, you can pay for more content. I'm 100% fine with the subscription service. It's putting a subscription service on top of paying for the base game. That's shit. Because if you're a free game and you don't want a subscription service, then you run into an issue of needing a fuck ton of microtransactions. If you're a paid game without a subscription service, you still are going to need microtransactions. If you're a paid game that also has a subscription service, then you can suck a dick. A set price upfront sounds best on paper, but then you have the issue of developers won't keep servers up for a game where the money has already been paid. So you get a bunch of random DLC expansions and often microtransactions that just messes up the whole thing. See, I'm going to bring up World of Warcraft here. World of Warcraft is a mediocre game. Period. That's all there is about it. World of Warcraft is mediocre all around. So, here's the thing. World of Warcraft, you pay for the base game, you pay for each and every expansion, and then they have a subscription service on top of that. You can technically earn the subscription service, but it's a lot harder to earn a subscription service in that game than it is to earn it in this game. On top of that, I'm pretty sure they have microtransactions. It is awful way of monetizing the game, but it keeps their game up. I've not played World of Warcraft since I played World of Warcraft on my brother's account, like, over a decade ago. And I played it for, like, maybe 20 minutes. I don't know a lot about that game. Why is this? What? I'm confused. None of these are open. But I'm supposed to go into here. Oh wait, do I use this on here? Oh. Basically, they try to push stuff like mounts where it's mainly just cosmetic, but the issue is having some paid mounts means that there's even every incentive to make the paid mounts look good compared to the ones earned in-game. Well, what I mean is having a free-to-play / trial version of the game better than having no free-to-play version. So, yeah, if you're going to entice people into paying for your subscription MMO, you have to have a free-to-play version. You can't have a game that's 100% free-to-play, but doesn't let you literally experience anything in the game until you subscribe to it. You need to be able to actually sit down and be able to experience the game. If you cannot experience that game, then there's no point in you trying to subscribe to it, because you don't know what the game is. The OSRS needs more free-to-play content. In my opinion. Literally, the only thing that I would change about free-to-play is giving them access to basic fucking bullshit like agility. Because without agility, it makes free-to-play an utter slog to get through. I think that, in my opinion of the free-to-play version, the free-to-play area of this game, it's a complete and utter sham compared to the full game. And even the full game doesn't do some things that I think that it should. Like, so, in the free-to-play area, you have no access to agility, which is the single most useful skill in the entire game. I don't care if you can't do anything with agility, except for, increase your stamina. I don't care if that's the only thing. If that's allowed in free-to-play, it makes the free-to-play experience better. But the problem that I have on top of that is that they don't teach you enough about the game free-to-play. They don't need to do this whole, lore dump and, mechanic dump right at the start of the game. The tutorial island is fine. There could be more to it, though. They don't teach you anything about prayers. Prayers are completely unnecessary until you go fight either Brofida or Obor. And even then, they're still practically unnecessary if you're on a standard profile. So you don't get to learn about, any of your prayers. Or anything about that. About prayer management. At all in free-to-play. Then on top of that, you have this entire thing right here. This thing, your special attack or whatever the hell it's called. You don't get... There's, I think, one weapon in the entirety of free-to-play that has a special attack and you can't even fucking use it. You don't get to learn about it. It tells you fuck all about it. So it's an entire thing that you don't get to even hear about until you're already in a member world. There are big issues with the free-to-play. Anyway, there, I've unlocked the minigame. I don't feel like grinding it right now, though. I do have a medium pouch and a small pouch. I know that you can hold all the different types of pouches simultaneously. Do I need this book? Do either of you know if I need this book on me, period? Ever? Because if I don't, I'm just gonna drop it. I prefer the you are dumped into a world and just do shit feel, though. I don't want the game to teach me everything. I actually really dislike how the game is moving in more of a direction as bosses, raids, and minigames being tied to quests, as I prefer just going there myself and only looking at the lore if I want to. The lore does not need to be shoved down your throat. The quests don't need to be shoved down your throat. Nothing should be shoved down your throat. I personally think that locking areas behind quests makes sense, right? It can be a bitch to do, but it makes sense. And I think things that make sense come before whatever the hell you feel about anything. Like, I don't know what Sins of the Father is like, but the entirety of the Day Alt Essence Mine is locked behind Sins of the Father. I think that that's fine, personally. I don't know what TOB is. I don't think that there's a free-to-play special attack weapon. I'm pretty sure that there's one. But I'm pretty sure you just can't use a special attack. I could be wrong, but I thought that the mace had a special attack. I'm probably wrong. I guess it doesn't. It felt like it would have had a special attack. It doesn't. I just checked. Literally, if they just told you about it, they don't even have to let you have a weapon that does a special attack. If they would have told you about it, you'd at least know about it. They don't need to dump all the mechanics of, like, how you can prayer flick or any of this shit. They just need to, like, go over the basics. I still don't know how to prayer manage. Basic prayer management. I don't know how to fucking do it. People don't read, so more text boxes are bad. Okay. Basic tutorials are not bad, though. I don't give a damn how stupid people are, but a basic tutorial on core game mechanics would be nice. Prayers are like prayer was in the tutorial, yes. Basic prayer management was not. Literally telling you, oh yeah, you can cast thick skin was in the tutorial. Telling you how to manage your prayer was not. If you're in a fight, you're not going to want your prayers up constantly. You're not going to be sitting there like flicking your prayer on and off constantly. But like basic prayer management should be a thing that is taught. You should learn how to manage your prayer points. At least to some degree. Not just click thing and just leave it on the entire time that you're doing something. And when it runs out, go refresh it at an altar. One tick flicking and stuff are not obvious, but at least for stuff like normal prayer flicking, I think that's something most people will naturally try and learn. The way that the tutorial island gets prayer across to the player makes it seem like prayer is something that you just go over to the prayer menu, click, and then just leave it on. It makes it seem like turning it off is a thing, but doesn't do anything. That it's not in your favor to ever turn it off. It makes it come across like it's just something you have on all the time. Also, I don't know what to go do. I could level up mining and stuff, but I don't really know where to go level up my mining and smithing. Smithing is the hard one. I have legitimately never used an offensive prayer in this game. I have only used these 3 prayers. And I used Rapid Heal once. I don't know what to do. Why not use offensive prayers to deal more damage? Because everything dies really fucking fast. Everything except for bosses. And my one time fighting a boss, I almost got fucking one-shot. With defensive prayers. Anyway, I need to look up something. I'm gonna look up what I should do to level up my smithing. Legitimately, I was at such a fucking disadvantage going into my first bosses because prayers were completely unnecessary until your first boss of any kind. Alright, I'm gonna quickly look. Which boss? Obor. Obor almost fucking one-shot. Obor got me down to like 2 HP. Prior to Obor, I had only used prayer once. And that was in the tutorial. So there was about a month difference between my first use of prayer and when the game taught me how to use prayer. I had the best gear that I could get in free-to-play, and Obor almost fucking one-shot me. It was fucking atrocious. Hold on, let me quickly look at something. I'm looking up stuff. Welcome back, Jade. I need 53 smithing. I need 53 smithing. And what mining? Da, 53 smithing and what mining? $65 mining and 53 smithing. When you're gonna unlock fairy rings, that's high enough construction for the stash. See, I was gonna do that last bond, grind out construction, and then I just stopped. How did you kill him? Mage, melee, range? I didn't kill Obor. I teleported out so that I wouldn't die. I tried to do magic following a guide that was on the wiki. And the wiki's like, oh yeah, just snare him and throw magic at him. And I did that, and Obor broke out of the snare fucking immediately. It didn't say anything about how long the snare would last. I expected it to last like a full second. It lasted like 0.2 seconds. So the snare was practically useless. Anyway, yeah, but it lasted like 0.2 seconds every single time that I cast it for the like 12 times that I cast it. I had the best in slot gear for fucking magic. I had the best in slot gear for everything except for melee. Anyway. The fuck is this? I have no clue what the fuck Giant's Foundry even is. Yet, like, everything for fucking XP for smithing is just saying, oh, just do Giant's Foundry. Just do Giant's Foundry. I don't know what the fuck Giant's Foundry fucking is. Yeah, but the game runs on ticks that are 0.6 seconds each. Nothing in this game can happen faster than 0.6 seconds. There's just no such thing as a one-tick snare. It just didn't hit. It hit. It snared the fucking boss, and then, like, immediately fucking went away. Like, it visually snared Obor, and then went away practically immediately. It was barely enough time for my character to move like 2 or 3 tiles while running. I can't even do the method that I was about to fucking do. I mean, I can. It would just not be that good. The thing is, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I don't know what to do to level up my smithing if I need it to be level 50 fucking 3. All these methods that I'm seeing here are fucking insanely stupid. The only feasible method that I see that doesn't include the blast furnace, because I still don't know what the fuck the blast furnace is just superheat iron. Yeah, but you see, I would like to be able to get the level before the end of this bond. Like, it probably would have been a good idea to grind this while I didn't have a bond, but I didn't know that I was going to need fucking 63 mining and 57 goddamn smithing. Or 53, I don't remember what levels I even needed. I don't even know what the fuck to do, because all of these goddamn things here are all shit. Like, the ultimate Iron Man guides for doing smithing all rely on you death banking your shit so that you have room in your inventory. And like, when you're trying not to die, death banking's kind of stupid. I don't have another account, Sam. This is my only account. And this is probably going to be my only account ever. I don't have another. And I will probably never have another. It took me a month of killing Ogre-S warriors to get my first bond. I don't want to spend a month grinding Ogre-S warriors again. But there's not enough time in a single bond for me to actually do anything. Because I have to dedicate half the bond to earning a new bond. So it's like, cool, you have a week. Do every quest that you fucking can. It's like, I need to level up my herb lore. I need to level up my thieving. I need to level up my slayer, my hunter, my construction, my farming, my agility. My agility doesn't need to level up, but I want it to. Bossing would be fun, but like, I don't plan on bossing until I've got like extremely high health and like a lot better gear. Right now, the only weapon I have is this rune axe, this crystal bow, this rune pickaxe, and this goddamn staff. I don't have any other weapons. There's a rune halberd in a stash over in Hosidius. That's it. I don't have any other weapons. And none of those weapons are good enough for me to go bossing with. And I don't have any armor either. My best armor right now is literally my graceful set, which has a grand total of, I believe, 0 defense. I think all of my defense is coming from... Where is my defense coming from? I actually don't know. Does graceful actually give you defense? I want to get the requirements for me to get the Lovakench favor so that I could do the Piscarlius favor. But then again, I also want to do rune crafting. But I'm scared to do the fucking minigame because I'm scared that I'm gonna fuck it up. If you make blood runes, it's 500k an hour. Or 1 million an hour, depending on which altar you're using. That's why I'm trying to get runecraft. Like, technically speaking, I could go for 90 thieving, go and get the full set of gear that you get for thieving, and then also do the medium artisan diary. And then I'd earn like an extra 50k an hour on top of what I'm already getting from the agility pyramid. Except for it would be more click intensive and be a lot more annoying to do. Also, it would take fucking forever to get 90 goddamn thieving. like all of my options for money makers that are actually good or even decent all take absurd amount of time. And rune crafting is probably the easiest to get. It is very, very slightly better than the agility pyramid. The agility pyramid earns around 500k for me every 5 hours of agility pyramid. The doing thieving would be slightly better. I still don't know what the fuck to do, because I don't want to just go mine iron for like the next 3 fucking days and throw out all the goddamn iron. But then again, like there's no fucking smelters anywhere near a goddamn thing of iron. Like, you got the crafting guild here. This is some pretty cool shit in it, like gold. Oh, but where's the nearest smelter? Oh, it's all the way up there. Oh, where's the nearest anvil? Oh, it's all the way up fucking there. Oh, you want to use this mine instead? Okay, well, it's still fucking far as hell away from that. And that. Like, there's no good way to do mining and smithing. If there is a better way, I don't know where it is, how to get it, or anything about it. Everything keeps saying fucking Giant's Foundry, Giant's Foundry. I don't know what the fuck that is. Blast Furnace this, Blast Furnace that. I still don't know what the fuck that is. I think it's gonna take fucking ever to get either fucking way. There's no fucking links to Blast Furnace or Giant's Foundry on the goddamn on the smithing or mining guides either, so it just makes it a lot more stupid to find information on, because now I have to go type it up, and even then I'm gonna be like, wow, it requires me to do like a million different things. That's annoying. Is Motherlode Mine mixing those windmill? I have no clue what the hell you just said. Motherlode Mine, blah blah blah. Requires level 30 mining for the lower level and level 72 mining for the upper level. What? Water wheels? Is that what you're talking? What? I have no fucking clue what the hell's going on anymore. I'm very confused. Don't know where Motherlode Mine is. I'm reading where it is, and I'm still very much confused. I need a hammer. to even do this, so I have to go fucking grab a hammer. Still don't know what a blast furnace is. I didn't know that there were hammers down there. World hopping after fixing 2 things for I don't even know how much XP. $1.5 times the player's smithing level. What? Are you saying that I'm gonna get like 70 fucking 4 XP for repairing 1 wheel? Because that sounds very annoying. And this right here is the Motherlode mine, right? I'm scared of going literally anywhere. $71 XP. What the hell is that? And then you just swap worlds again and again and again and again, I guess. I don't like joining the worlds that have these fucking things. Why not? I don't fucking know. I just don't like doing it. Fine. That broke literally the second that I left. I didn't even know that this place existed. I didn't know it was in that cave. All I knew was iron. I needed 53 smithing. Also, this is insanely loud. I fucking don't like this. But it's gonna be playing this entire fucking time. So I'm gonna turn it down. Do I need to turn it down on your end? is fucking absurd. Alright, give me a second. There. Winter Thought. This would have been very useful to know about, like, forever ago. Yeah, it was only at 5%. Everything on my computer is, like, absurd how loud it is. I can't have anything at 100%, it'll fucking burst my eardrums. Just don't join worlds with a red star, right? Worlds with a red star are PvP worlds, and I can die if I join those. Every time that I see a Scold player, it fucking makes me have a mild heart attack. Because even if I'm in the middle of the fucking city, I feel like I'm gonna fucking die. So, we need to be at level 53 experience. Level 53 requires me to have how much XP? 136,500 something. So around 137,000 XP. This is gonna take fucking ages. What is target world? Just skip over them, fuck it. If it has to warn me about a world, then I don't give a damn enough to even go to it. Also, by the way, Smitting, not only is the in-game volume of the music at 2%, the external volume, you know, the like volume on the computer is, I believe, at 25%. Like, fuck. Like, on top of me having it, okay, right now it's so quiet that I can actually hear myself fucking think. I couldn't hear myself think earlier. Right now, I have it at like 25% master volume with old school RuneScape at like 10% master volume. Then on top of that, we have it at 2% in-game volume I've got it turned down on my headset to like 3 fucking percent. There is a lot of bullshit making this quieter. It is insane how fucking loud this gets. At least the XP will go up the more that I do this. Do Giant's Foundry by buying steel plate bodies and missile plate bodies if you want to do Giant's Foundry. I have literally no clue what the fuck Giant's Foundry is still. I don't even know what quests are required for it. All I know is that every time that I look at the fucking smithing, goddamn XP, like, guides to try and see what is suggested for me to do in Ultimate Iron Man, it just says Giant's Foundry, Giant's Foundry, Giant's Foundry, Blast Furnace, Blast Furnace, Blast Furnace. It's always fucking Blast Furnace and Giant fucking Foundry, and I still don't know. I just don't fucking know. It's very annoying to see, because to unlock Giant's Foundry, I'm gonna have to do a bunch of bullshit. One of my friends, another person that streams O2 RuneScape, they offered to teach me Temporos while I was in the desert grinding Agility Pyramid. And then I said, fuck that, I'm just gonna grind a 75 Agility so that I can't fall on the pyramid and I won't need food. And that's what I did. I grinded to 75 Agility and then started doing Agility Pyramid to get bonds. Agility Pyramid is very, very annoying. Very, very annoying. We're getting close to that 1250 skill total. I'm at like 1100 or probably 1107 or something. Yeah, I don't think that it needs to be a quest. Having a quest for the minigame is fine, I guess. But, like, you can have a tutorial for the minigame that's not a fucking quest. Whatever, just skip it. If it's not happening, it's not gonna happen. Legitimately, the only quote-unquote mini game I've played is fucking what's it called? Mahogany Homes, because that's somehow a mini game. Mahogany Homes is very much not a minigame, it's just an annoyance. According to Jagex, Mahogany Homes is very much a minigame. I was hoping to get some money from this fucking sponsor so that I could upgrade my shit for streams. But I'm gonna get literally fucking nothing out of this. Also, I have a question. The launcher thing that I keep seeing getting advertised, the steel plate bodies, the thing that I keep seeing getting advertised when I'm logging into the old school RuneScape, what the fuck is that? I need a skill total of 1750. No, I clicked on one below that. The what? What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. I legitimately don't remember what I said. Oh yeah, the launcher thing. Whenever I'm logging into old school RuneScape, they got a little like ad thing up in the top about a launcher that lets you have multiple accounts, RuneLite, and the launcher or whatever. New launcher Jagex is slowly pushing out for having all your accounts in one place and increasing account security. Oh, the thing that I talked about like a month ago that they should do. The literal exact thing that I said like a month ago. No, it's different. It sounds the exact fucking same. What? You said it's for memberships? That was the discussion? Then I brought this up as well. What the fuck are you talking about? Smithing, are you fucking high? You sound like you're the highest motherfucker on the planet. Those are words, but they have no fucking meaning. Also, why does it skip from 392 to 395? Probably because there's non-member worlds in between. No? What? I'm very confused. When I was talking about this like a month ago, maybe longer, I don't fucking remember. I was talking about account security and like bots and bullshit. Like, Smithing, you're fucking high. I have no clue what the hell you're on. Damn, I'm at 11 million total XP? When the fuck did that happen? No, seriously, when the fuck did that happen? Last time I remember, I was at like fucking 1 mil XP. What the hell happened? Could be you were talking about two different conversations. I don't remember ever saying anything about Jagex sucks for having people pay memberships for multiple accounts. I remember talking about like having an account, having a like mother account that has all your accounts under it. They could easily put 2 more wheels over there. There's 1,000 people in this fucking world? Why is there 1,000 people in this world? Or is this my ping? I have no fucking clue, but if that's people, then what the fuck is happening? I don't think that that's my ping. It's the world for the rune crafting minigame. Yeah, I can tell that. Guardian of the Rift Masses. What? What? What the fuck? Why am I asking it? I'm asking why there's 1,000 people in a single world. I didn't know. Like, just because the world says Guardians of the Rift, I don't expect it to have 1,000 fucking people. I expect it to have people. I don't expect it to have 1,000 fucking people. When, like, the average is, like, 300 for a lot of the worlds. I guess I'll be doing this till 53. And then it's just going to mine what? Iron? What can I mine? At 56, I can mine up to mithril. I could mine mithril. But iron is a hell of a lot faster. What is this? There's a thing up in the top left that's under the fucking sponsor, and I have no clue what the fuck it is. Is it this thing? Yeah, it's the sack. Why is that there? Huh. There are 5 people in the speedrunning world. I don't know what the pyramid plunder is. There's a lot of pyramids in the desert. Yeah, sure is nice that the first 15 seconds of that music track never gets annoying. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, Sam. I got you. I got you. Here we go. God, I can't even hear myself fucking think with it that loud. Holy hell. Pain. All I hear is pain. Oh, don't worry. I could turn it up more. I could put it at 100% through all outputs, and put it at 0% for me, and it would be absolute hell for everyone in stream. I'm well aware you can. So, back in the day, like fucking 6-7 months ago, back before any of you had ever shown up in this stream, I had just... Steel Series had just came out with their sonar program, which is how, like, I'm modifying all the sound stuff, right? And I wanted to show off how fucking bassy it could get, and it was fucking absurd, because there were like 5 different bass outputs that I could modify, and like I played the bassiest song that I could fucking find and cranked up the fucking bass as high as I fucking could, and it was fucking absurd. A baby milk. for everyone who used to be in the stream. No one from like 6-7 months ago is in the stream. No one from that far ago has been in the stream in literal months. I mean, I'm fine. Look at me. I can modify this. The further to the left it is, the louder the music is for me. My ear hurts now that I turn that up, even slightly. God, how fucking long is this gonna take? This seems like it's gonna take all goddamn day. Is no music better than music? Because now it's fucking absurd like why. And I know that some people can't live without backgrounds. The fuck is Nightmare of Ashihama? Yeah, if there was literally... Okay. Here's my question. We're here, right? This is where we are. And if we go here, this is where, like, a bunch of dwarfs are. There's a bunch of ore here. There's not a single, like, anvil or smithing anything. There's an anvil. There's not a fucking smithing at all. Like, what the fuck? What are you gonna do? Just smash the fucking ore? It's fucking stupid. Like, one of the major places for mining has an anvil, but nothing to smelt the fucking ore. Yeah, you could use magic, but that's expensive and annoying. Okay, it would not be nearly as expensive, or actually, it would still be just as expensive. It would not be nearly as annoying if you could just go to magic, click superheat item, click on one ore, and then have it superheat all of the ore in your entire inventory of that type. That would be so much better. It's still absurd because, like, that's the closest furnace to any, like, ore anywhere in the fucking world. Like, there's no good place to do mining and smithing. Like, I wanted to train mining and smithing simultaneously because, the two are linked. You mine the ore, you smelt the ore, you smith the bars. Like, there's no ore that's close to both a furnace and an anvil. Which makes, no fucking sense. There's not even a furnace inside the mining guild, as far as I'm aware. There's no furnace inside the mining guild. At all. Yeah, that's like the major issue. Is everything is not there's nothing like good for an Ultimate Iron Man at all for mining or smithing. Cause it's all just bank it. Just bank it. Just bank it. Every fucking time. And then when you look at Ultimate Iron Man stuff, it's like death bank it. Just death bank it. Just death bank it. The game is not made for UIM. Yeah, literally zero parts of mining and smithing are made for UIM, but there's plenty of other things that are fine for UIM. The only issues for UIM that are major issues is leveling mining and smithing, and then leveling fucking runecraft. That's it. But runecraft's a bitch for everyone. Mining and smithing is only a bitch for a UIM. I'm not saying that everything should be made around UIM. I'm just thinking, logically, there should be a smelter and an anvil in, one of the two places entirely based around mining. The fucking mining guild should have a goddamn furnace in it. Sure, maybe it doesn't have an anvil, but it should have a fucking furnace. What's the fucking point of your mining if you're gonna do nothing with the goddamn. Well, what? Uh, uh, Whoopsie. I clicked on a world and it's like, yeah, make your character. What? I don't think that there should just not be an option for you to mine, smelt, and then smith the ore that you mine without spending like 10 minutes just to fucking be able to smith a 1 bar item. Because you had to walk 2 minutes. You had to run 2 minutes over to the fucking furnace and then run another 2.5 minutes up to the fucking anvil just to run another like 5 minutes back to the goddamn mine just so that you can repeat it. It's annoying. It doesn't necessarily have to be, oh, you mine the ore, you turn around and there's a furnace behind you. You turn to your right and now there's a goddamn anvil right there. But it shouldn't take like 10 minutes for you to mine some ore to make one fucking sword. You can mine Smith and Smelt and Lovakenge. Lovakenge is fucking shit. You talking about the blast mine up here? The hard rock area? Or the Lovakite mine? That requires me to get the 60 plus mining to use. Or is it somewhere else that I don't know of? Iron, coal, and mithril. There's a furnace here. Where's the anvil? The anvil's all the way up there. That's a pretty shitty mine. That's like a minute run to the furnace. Then you smelt for like 20 seconds. You run out of here, over here, up through there, and that's another like 2 minutes. It's still like a fucking 5 to 6 minute job to make one item. I mean, it's better, but it's not much. I'll be right back. I'll be like, I don't know, 5-10 seconds. Not as a method, but it fixes your issue of if they have mines that should have ways to use the ores in their society. What am I doing? There's not a logical sense to like half of anything in this fucking game. It doesn't have to make logical sense all the time, but it would be nice if some things made sense sometimes, right? Like, we don't have to be like, okay, here's what would happen in our world. You see this, where you go to craft runes? There would immediately be stalls selling fucking rune essence and pure essence all over the fucking place, trying to make a quick buck off some sorry sap, trying to sell their fucking essence so that you can make your runes. Like, we don't need that. I mean, it would be a logical conclusion for like the society of the game to go to the altars and be like, ah yes, they craft runes here, let's sell the essence right fucking here. This is due east. Oh, that's actually annoying. Ugh. No. You can't just walk in here and mine essence anymore. The mine has been bought by the Runic Crafts Corporation. This is trespassing. Yeah, if you apply logic to shit in this game, it would not be fun. If you apply basic logic to shit, it would make a few things a little more bearable. Like actually smithing. Maybe you want a fucking iron sword, and you don't want to spend 10 fucking minutes getting a fucking iron sword. But yeah, if you apply like hardcore, this is what would happen if this was our 100% unadulterated capitalism at every venture possible is what would fucking happen. Oh, you want to go fight Temporos? Sorry, but you have to pay to get in there now. Oh, you're entering the wilderness? You have to sign this document that we're not liable for your death? Oh, and also it's going to cost 100,000 gold. Like, that shit would not be fun. But, like, it's the logical conclusion of putting people from our fucked up world into this world. Hell, it's the logical conclusion from not even putting people from our world into this world. It's the logical conclusion from fucking just having people in a world. Applying logic to like a lot of things in this game fuck up everything. Oh, you're fighting hill giants? All of a sudden, all the fucking hill giants just start killing you because you just killed their fucking friend. That would not be fun. It would be fucking awful. You attack one goblin once, and now all the goblins are out for fucking blood. You walk near the goblins in the lump bridge, and all of them immediately fucking gangbang your ass and just murder you without a second fucking thought. Just fucking dead. The wilderness would not be the only time in which you just get fucking killed. Every player would be playing a dead man at that point. If you bring logic into it. If you bring like hardcore, this is what would happen. Logic into the game. You gotta remember, you attack the shopkeeper, though, the entire guard will be on your ass. Are you sure that even in the best gear in the game, you want to go up against every single infinitely respawning guard in the entirety of the entire city? Sorry, the entire kingdom. I forgot that the entirety of the kingdom includes, like, Falador, it includes Lumbridge, and it, like, includes a bunch of other bullshit. Oh, sorry. Falador's somehow not part of this kingdom that's right next to them, even though they're, like, within an hour distance of each other. Why does Varrock annoy the fuck out of me? It annoys me too, but I have my own reasons. I'm curious if you have the same reasons. The entire map layout annoys me to a degree. I understand why it's like that and not how I would like it. Rock has walls. Yeah, they have big-ass walls around the Grand Exchange and the castle, and around here for some reason, even though this does fucking nothing. It does not have good walls toward the south at all, nor on the west. Here's the thing. The eastern wall should obviously be the, like, most heavily fortified. This fucking wall is shit. This is a shitty wall. This eastern wall is shit. Period. The reason why the east should be the most heavily fortified is because, like, their main threat is the vampires in Mauritania for some fucking reason. Anyway, the entire, like, thing that I have against the entire map layout is the entire map layout is fucking tiny. Everything is extraordinarily clumped together in the free-to-play area. The entirety of the Kingdom of Misthalin is so fucking close to the Kingdom of Asgardian. This would be one fucking, like, duchy in a kingdom in real life. This would, like, this is like the size of a fucking city in the real world. This is the size of a fucking small city. The entire free-to-play area. Not including the wilderness. Like, the size of everything is so fucking weird. I understand why everything's so smashed together. I understand why. I understand why it's all smashed together. This is an old fucking game. It makes sense. I would like for it to not be. But on top of that, there's no mounts in this game. There's no quick way to travel other than taking your fairy rings, gliders, and all that. There's no like fast way for you to travel other than teleports and shit. So you walking between areas, it's absurdly fast, even though it should not. You're traveling between two entire fucking kingdoms, and it takes you like 10 minutes. Not even. It takes you like 2 minutes. The desert, I don't give a damn if it's a bit empty. Having some like ruins jutting out of the sand would be interesting. I've not explored the desert much, so I can't really talk about it. Like, having like, do you remember Osmanthus? The story of Osmanthus, or Ozymandias, whatever his name was, I don't fucking remember. How it's like a ruined statue in the middle of the desert, talking about how their kingdom is so great that it'll never fall. Like, having shit like that in the desert, where it's just like ruined statues from ancient empires or cities in the desert, would be fun. That'd be nice, that'd be interesting. You don't need like 5 million different cities in the desert. I just don't like the fucking, I want to say aspect ratio of the entirety of the map. But I know that that's not the proper wording, and I don't know what the proper wording would be. It's just everything's so fucking close when it feels like it shouldn't be. Like, everything is so fucking close. We have like a million different ways to get around them. But what, like, if the Kingdom of Asgarnia was, instead of a like minute or two run from the Kingdom of Misthalin, if these weren't like a minute or two run from each other, and instead it was like a 10 to 15 minute walk or run, it would make more sense. But yeah, I get what you mean. That would make it feel weird. There'd be a lot more room in between to put shit. Yeah, you could have like big massive forests filled with enemies and shit, right? You could have all this shit that you could throw in. There'd be a lot of space. But my idea for if it was like that is, why not have like a carriage system or something? Like, we're not in the times before the fucking wheel. There's no carriages, there's no horses, there's no nothing. There's no land transport of like any fucking kind. Adding space. Space. Unless you assume you get like 10 times the amount of developers, you can add like a huge forest, but is there any point if it's just filled with normal NPCs? Like bears and stuff, it would just add travel time without content, sadly. It's my own thing. I'm not saying that they should do anything about it. A lot of people would probably be really pissed if suddenly the entire map was 5 times bigger and everything was more spread apart. A lot of people would probably be really pissed, even if they added a bunch of content in the new areas in between. Like, I just feel like the game could be done a hell of a lot better if the map was was more spread out. Because, like, even just looking at the entirety of, like, the continents, it feels weird. This is an entire continent. From the desert to Mauritania, the wilderness, Troll Country, the Fremennik province, Tirwan, all the kingdoms, all of this, Feldep Hills, all of this is like one singular continent. It's extremely weird looking. First and foremost, far too many straight edges. Far too many straight edges. Look at this shit. It's just a fucking square with some cutouts. It's just straight lines over and over again. And they add a few little things here and there. But it's very square. The desert looks better than the entirety of the wilderness coastline. I don't understand. Karanja looks like shit. It's just a fucking rectangle. They literally just made the fucking straight lines of the rectangle a little squiggly. This is not how fucking land works. So, back when I was gonna make a game a long time ago. I decided not to because I'm fucking shit at everything I ever do. But I looked into a lot of like game development shit. Specifically how to make a realistic fantasy world. Like, I looked into how to make your game feel like it's real. So that it doesn't feel so off, so wrong. Stuff like how you are supposed to design land masses, where mountains should be, how rivers should flow, where they should come from, where they should go, everything. I'll take literally millions. Millions for a game that I would never finish sounds really stupid. Because I could live my entire life, I could fully transition everything. And live the entire rest of my life happy for 300k. 300k would set me for life. Anyway. Mountains do not exist outside of where continents hit, right? That's just how it fucking works. I don't remember what they said about rivers specifically, but mountains don't exist outside of where continents hit. So, unless the entirety of the wilderness was connected to Troll Country and slammed in only over here and here, there should be an entire fucking mountain range back here. And if this is being formed by the Kingdom of Kandrian hitting, then there should be more mountains up here in Troll Country. Right? And looking at the desert here, the desert and Karamja are kind of literally just, they went and looked at Africa and then looked over to the left and saw South America and was like, that's what we're gonna do. Boom, there's Africa. We should change it up a bit. The Cardian Desert. Here's South America. Fuck, what do we call it? Karamja. Boom, there we go. It's the same fucking shit. Fucking jungle over here, desert over here. You know how humans have this sense where if you're looking at something that looks human but isn't quite right, it feels off? You know, we have the same kind of sense for like shit like this. If I look and analyze that map, the more that I look at it, the more off it'll look. Because it's not gonna follow like any rules. There's just there's two mountains in the middle of these land masses. And like, no matter which way you look at it, you can't figure out why the mountains are there. You know why mountains come into existence. You know how they are formed. Like, there's no way in the fucking world for you to look at these two goddamn mountains. Ice Mountain and White Wolf Mountain. They're two solo mountains. There's no mountain range in between here. There's no mountain range there. There's mountains here and here. Why is there a mountain here next to this fucking river? We don't fucking know. This mountain fucking tiny. Why is there a ravine in the middle of this mountain? I don't know if there's any mountains in the wilderness. I can't tell. There's this. That's a volcano though, so that doesn't. I don't care about that. I don't know enough about volcanoes to say anything about that. There's an entire mountain range here. This mountain range, this right here, is the single most logical design in the entirety of like everything in this game. I understand that there's magic in the world, so things can be a bit different. This volcano, that's fine. This right here, Crandor, fine, I guess. I don't know, it still feels weird. But this makes sense. This right here makes sense. This exit to the river makes sense. This is the continent hitting this continent, so there's a fucking mountain range here. It would make so much less sense if there was no mountains here, just a fat mountain right there. This right here is evidently a source. River Aelid Dungeon. What's in there? I have no clue. Never been in there. The more that you look at it, the more it looks off. I'm going to discount the entirety of Karen. I'm going to say that Karen does not follow literally any of the rules. Because it fucking doesn't. The reason why I'm not talking about how weird Karen's layout is because Karen is fucking like flooded with goddamn magic. I can't say a damn thing about Karen because Karen is absolutely flooded with magic. You can just say magic did it over. You can't just say magic made Ice Mountain fucking appear. Unless, like, the entirety of the dwarfs somehow raised a goddamn mountain. Thank you for the follow, Void Queen. But yeah. Having caves is fine. I don't know how caves are formed or, like, any of that shit. I would personally like this a lot more if the map made more sense to me. If it was more spread out. If the mountains were in, like, good places. And if they're in weird places, explain them in like lore with fucking magic or some bullshit. Like some time wizard voodoo bullshit god came down and just snapped his fingers and created Ice fucking Mountain. The only cave that I have a qualm with, there are two that I have a qualm with actually. The two that I have any issues with are this one right here in Taverley. The Taverley dungeon makes no fucking sense. This makes no goddamn sense at all. And then, the only other one that I have any issue with is this one, the Corsair Cove dungeon. Makes no fucking sense. I mean, you can say that this area right here is from magic, because it's like under the Legends Guild or some bullshit. But like the Ogress area is very confusing. Like the Ogress that seem to be extremely fucking stupid have this like steel vault for gold that they can't even get into. There's a cave system like right around the corner from my house, Sam. I live in an old mining city. Literally, those are the only two that I have any qualms with, because they make no fucking sense. Specifically this. This right here is fucking wild. I know. Those are called caverns. There's a big difference between a cave and a cavern. There is another one that I don't like, but that one can literally be entirely explained with magic. And that one's pretty notable. It's this one right here. The underground pass area. Yeah. This place can be entirely fucking explained with goddamn magic. Can't bitch about that if, like, their entire floating stalactites can be explained with magic. It's probably mined out, but on top of that, you can explain why the floating stalagmites are in there. Enough about caves and caverns and shit. Caverns are like a million times bigger than us in the real world. They are fucking massive. Most caves that you'll find are basically just tiny alcoves on the coast. Most openings you'll find are on coastlines. This is not a natural cave either. This is very much not natural. Look, you can see supports on the walls. If it were a bit more realistic, it would have beams going up to the ceiling as well, but this area was obviously mined out. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to talk about specifically. We can use the term and then magically reinforce to explain most things in a boring way too. Yeah, but I'm trying my best to not just be like, magic did it. That's why the world's like this. Because magic should not just be a, oh, the world's like this because fuck you. So, instead of you saying that, you're like, okay, how can you logically explain it? If not, is there a magical reason as to why it's like this? If there's no magical reason in lore, then you don't say that it's magic. Like, there doesn't necessarily need to be lore based around why there's floating fucking stalagmites in the underground pass. Like, fucking Ivan's just sitting in there and he's like this super powerful wizard or some bullshit. So maybe he's keeping it up. Why is it still like that after? Who the fuck knows? Maybe he did it so fucking hard that he out-Vivek'd Vivek from Morrow at keeping shit floating. Like, there's no lore reason as to why Ice Mountain is where it's at, is there? There's no, like, lore reason as to why it's there at all. As far as I'm aware. There could very much be. I've not looked at much of the lore in the game. All I know is that there's a bunch of fucking gods, and no one talks about them. Ever. There is an Ice Mountain quest with lore though, but no clue what that lore is. The lore around Ice Mountain that I have gathered from the free-to-play quests that has you go into it is the Mkondo dwarfs lived down in Tamduzel underneath Ice Mountain, and that an ancient society once lived down there too. Did that ancient society create Ice Mountain? Who the fuck knows? I sure as hell don't. The game doesn't tell me. There's no lore around why Ice Mountain is where it's at. Or the fucking, what's the other one? Is it called, was it literally called Lone Wolf Mountain? It's White Wolf Mountain. Yeah, Ice Mountain and White Wolf Mountain. Both of which make no fucking sense. There's no lore reasons around why they're there, as far as I'm aware. Also, there's worms, wyverns, and dragons in this game. Like, you can just say, oh, Ice Mountain's just a pile of dragon shit. No one can refute me when I say that Ice Mountain is just frozen dragon shit, can they? Do you have any proof that it's not? Like, you can explain shit in, like, the stupidest ways. The entirety of the reason why Red Mountain in the Elder Scrolls exists is because the gods killed a fucking god, threw his heart into the fucking earth, and when it hit the earth, it formed a fucking volcano around. That's the in-lore fucking reason for why that volcano is there. Is that the gods threw his fucking heart onto Nirn, which is another god. The planet in which you play in the Elder Scrolls is a fucking god. Anyway, they threw the fucking heart onto Nirn, and it created a goddamn volcano. And then when some dwarfs tried to make a weapon out of the heart, all the dwarfs poofed out of existence. Except for one. That's the in-lore fucking shit around that stuff. It's pretty good lore. It explains why this lone volcano is there. It also explains, like, several of the mysteries in the series. With, like, a pretty simple answer. The gods killed another god. Like, it sounds like a fucking cop-out answer, but makes more sense than, but magic, though. Or no answer at all. Like, there's a lot of stupid shit that you can say for why anything in this game is how it is. And the dumbest way that you can do it is, but magic. The best way that you can do it is either explain, like, the mechanics of the world itself, or just say, a god did it somehow. A god did it somehow literally is a far better answer than, but magic. Because we have, how many gods was it? I think it was like 40 something gods. A god did it somehow equals but magic, though. No, it fucking doesn't. Because magic, in a sense, when you're talking about magic in these games, you're talking about a normal fucking person using magic. You're not talking about a god being like, okay, we're gonna do this and that. There are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. There are 26 gods. And then there's a slew of false gods. A slew of, quote, dubious gods. And a slew of unmentioned gods. You see, we have reason to believe that a god, because it's a fucking god, could, do something. We don't have reason to believe that a random fucking person that we've never heard of up until this point did it. You can get into which god it is. For all you know, it's one of the 6 elder gods. It could be fucking Ivan. It could be fucking... It could be Zulra. Zulra could have created the fucking mountains. Who the fuck knows? You could say Ixlarian made all the mountains. You could say so many different things made the mountains. There's over 20 gods. Like, there's no reason why having gods in this game means that they're just not something that you can touch. Not something that you can interact with at all. The interaction with the gods could be one of the most interesting things in the fucking game. There's a fuck ton of gods. A god did it is a better answer than magic. Both answers are shit. Do not get me wrong. Both answers are ass. I got back to that world and it fucking logged me in as a bald man. Did I just... I did. Okay. Though a huge part of OSRS lore is about explaining why the gods are locked out of interacting with the world, except for not all of them are. Did you forget that there's like multiple gods that interact with via multiple different quests? You directly interact with a god by simply doing a quest to unlock Sophina. Also, if they're locked out of appearing or interacting with the world, that has nothing to do with how, like, the world was created. They could have been locked out of interacting with the world well after the world was created. Like, they could have... Guthrix could have fucking made Ice Mountain and then was unable to interact with the world at all after. Cool. Ice Mountain could have been made by a god before that. Because it can't have happened naturally. Unless fucking Jagex wants to come out and explain how the laws of the world work, or say that Ivan made the mountain, or that fucking worms and dragons shit out Ice Mountain or some bullshit. Ice Mountain and Wolf Mountain to the left of it, neither make sense. Both have no explanation as far as I'm aware. Any explanation is better than no explanation. I would rather Jagex be like Guthrix made all the inconsistencies in the world because he thought it looked cool, than not have any answer. This is very, very annoying. It's better than any way that I have otherwise. No, it totally could be made naturally. First off, there could have been a volcanic hotspot there at some point before plates shifted. Be based around a different structure than ours. For example, it could be a solid blanket on top of, like, for example, it could be a solid blanket on top of, like, a core of energy, with that energy spiking out, creating mountains, compared to our world where it's basically sheets of all connecting by the edges, and in those edges there are the potential for mountains. Yeah, but we don't know if their world works like if it's any different than ours. It would have to be if it's natural, but it doesn't necessarily have to be natural. I guess it should be explained both by using our real world as an example or by applying a completely different logic. But with either of those, it should still be explained as with how it is now, it does look strange. Yeah, either it's natural for their world, or it's not natural for their world. If it's not natural for that world, or if it is natural for their world, I still would want to know how. Just saying, but there's a mountain there, doesn't make sense. I don't give a damn what their canonical explanation for it is, as long as there is one. I don't give a damn if it's a spider crawled out of the center of the planet and vomited up Ice Mountain, or if it's the natural world works a bit different. Like, as long as there's an explanation, I don't care, as long as the explanation is fine. As long as it has an explanation. Because the only way that we know how shit works is how it works in our world. If it's different, cool. If not, okay. I can't suddenly be like, oh, it must work like this. I'm not the one that gets to decide how it works. That's Jagex. Yeah, there's probably like a fucking 500-page book written online about how the world of old school RuneScape works and why the world is like it is. I've never seen it, I don't know what's in it, but it probably fucking exists. Because some fucking neat in his mom's basement made it on Reddit like fucking a decade ago. I'm fucking tired of this. I would like to know more lore about the gods, but I don't know where you would even look in this game for their lore. Because the lore in this game seemingly only really comes from quests. And because of the time crunches of bonds, reading the shit that's going on in quests is not viable. So you wanting to learn the lore, but being able to learn the lore are two completely different things. I want to learn the lore, I'm not able to, because most of the lore, as far as I'm aware, comes from the quests. Most of the NPCs is just a bunch of nonsense. Eventually I'll go through and read what every NPC in the world has to say. But not right now. Not when I'm on time crunches. I really dislike in-game lore dumps and prefer wiki reads, so having lore easily accessible in-game doesn't really matter to me. In fact, it makes the game worse for me. I'm not saying that you should just walk up to a fucking NPC and suddenly get the entire, like, the universe started with when God X did Y. And then it goes all the way from there to, like, the modern day endgame. I don't want that. That's fucking stupid. But, like, being able to, like, go into the Arceus library and find a book on one of the shelves that's always there that has, like, the lore about, like, where the gods came from, who the gods are, all that shit would be fun. I would like that. You see, in the Elder Scrolls, I'm going to bring it up again. Finding lore in the Elder Scrolls is one of the most fucking stupid things that you can ever goddamn do. Most of the lore in the Elder Scrolls is through archaic bullshit with little to no explanation or exposition about its lore. Most of the lore from the Elder Scrolls is fans saying shit. Period. A lot of the lore from the Elder Scrolls doesn't even come from the mainline games. The most lore that we have in the Elder Scrolls about the Soul Cairn, where all souls that you use to charge your enchanted items, about the Soul Cairn, where all of those souls go. Almost all of the lore comes from an old fucking 90s game that isn't part of the main series. Even though Skyrim has an entire DLC where you can go explore the fucking Soul Cairn, most of the fucking lore about the Soul Cairn is from exposition with one of the leaders of the Soul Cairn in a offshoot game that fucking no one likes to play, and even though it's still around today and you can get it for like $5, it's so glitchy and buggy that playing it is a fucking hassle. And it's just a lore dump from a fucking crystal. It's interesting, but, like, the hoops that you have to jump through for that game's lore, without it having on the internet, finding out that game, the series lore, would be fucking absurd. You should not jump through getting a game that is so buggy that it barely functions on anything outside of a fucking DOS computer to run for multiple hours to get through basically being one hit killed throughout the entire game to talk to a crystal to learn about some of the most interesting lore in a game. Video games is a medium for entertainment. If I prefer something, I think that's just as valid as any other argument. Yeah, and I'm talking about what I prefer. I would prefer to not have to jump through 20 plus hours of troubleshooting a game to be able to find out a bit of lore. Like, okay, since we're talking about third-party sites, Terraria is a game that can practically not be played without using the wiki. That should not be a thing. If you go into Terraria completely blind, first-time player, you've never seen or heard of Terraria before then, it's your first time ever playing, you're gonna get fucking hurt, because it's not gonna tell you a damn thing. So if you're going into it to try and beat the game, good fucking luck. You're gonna get like 1,000 hours in before realizing what the fuck you have to do. Without using the wiki. There's little to no direction, and the only form of direction that you have is talking to an NPC to get vague, like, sentences about what the hell you're supposed to do. Third-party websites should not be necessary to play the game. It's fine if all the lore is there, especially if it's like a series thing. I would not expect to be able to learn all of the lore of the entire Fallout franchise by playing Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 4. I would never expect that. They all take place on the East Coast, except for New Vegas. That's all the way over in Nevada. Like, they're not going to include a bunch of the fucking lore. I'm not going to know about, like, the Master on the West Coast trying to take over the world with his asexual mutants by playing fucking Fallout 3 and trying to kill a computer. And I shouldn't have to. There shouldn't be a massive lore dump. There is a place where a lore dump could happen about the old games. It's called the fucking Brotherhood of fucking Steel. It would make logical sense. It doesn't necessarily need to be a thing. But standalone games. Old school RuneScape is basically old school RuneScape, and that's it. The RuneScape games are all the same fucking thing, as far as I'm aware. RS1, 2, and 3. All the same fucking thing. I would not expect to have to leave this game and go onto a third-party website to find out the lore of this game. It should be something that is something that I can actually find out. They're smithing 50. I think I'm done. I fucking can't. This is annoying. It's gonna take another like hour or two for me to get to 53. But yeah, my entire point is I just want explanations and I don't want to have to leave the game fucking fine. I don't want to have to Google. I don't want to have to Google what the fuck did Guthix do? Like, I should be able to find out the lore of a singular solitary game within that singular solitary game. Sam, do you have anyone that we should raid? Because no one's streaming. Basically no one. I could raid someone that's not streaming this game, but a lot of people that watch old school RuneScape content fucking despise anything that's not old school RuneScape content for some fucking reason. Nope, that's why I appear at the stream with someone I don't know. You've been here before. I've seen you before. Yeah, you just show up when you want. You're not even following or anything. But yeah, no one's fucking here. Do you care if it's someone that's not streaming this game? I'll probably be streaming around the same time tomorrow, but right now my fucking arm is killing me. My fucking arm's got more cuts on it. What the hell's happened? Fine. I'll just do this. You can watch anime waifus get fucking killed. For the like 5 minutes you'll be there. Probably not even that. Thank you for stopping by and talking with me though, Sam. Le boop.